Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited because here is the official start to my December daily content. Whoop whoop. I cannot wait any longer. It's almost December. We're just a few days shy, right before Thanksgiving. I'm feeling all the feels. The holidays are here, and I wanted to kind of dive into my products for this year and play around with a few things, make a few things ahead of time, and also create my opening page, my reason why for this year's December Daily. So first of all, I am going to be using a 6x8 Citrus Twist album. I don't have the album in yet, but I should be getting it any day now. But I did just measure my page out for my reason why to be a 6x8. I'm really excited because I haven't actually done a 6x8 December Daily album before for 2020, which was my first official December Daily year. I used the Citrus Twist like Life Crafted. So it's like the 4x8, and I used that again for 2021. And then for 22 and 23, I used the 10x8. So I'm excited to try out the 6x8 size. But before we really get going with creating my reason why page, first, you'll see I'm kind of creating these little pockets that they're kind of my own version of these pockets that I saw that I think maybe Allie Edwards had as a part of one of her December Daily kits in the past years. I don't think that it was in this year's kit, but as I've been watching so much December Daily content over the past couple weeks and watching her flip throughs and other videos just within the community, I saw these really cute pockets and I thought I want to make some of these. So I'm just kind of making it up as I go along just by looking at these videos. But what I did was I just cut out a strip. I wanted these to be pretty narrow little pockets. So I just kind of roughly created these. I don't have any actual dimensions or anything, but I just cut a couple strips of pattern paper. I did want the pattern paper to be double-sided. So this is some of the Pink Fresh holiday collections that I have for this year. I'm using a couple different ones. So I want it to be double-sided so then I could fold. So I have my big strip, as you can see. Then I'm folding the bottom like up to create that pocket. I'm adding on my red line tape. I have some really skinny red line tape that I just get from Amazon, adding that on and just creating the pocket. I did use my corner rounder to just kind of like finish off the corners of the pockets, but I really like the way that they look. They're super easy and I think that they will totally come in handy. So I'm not really a foundation page kind of girl. I don't know. It's just not the way that I craft. So it's just really difficult for me to do. I totally get the point of them and I can see how they can be super beneficial to have a lot of that stuff done beforehand, but they're just not for me. But I did think, okay, if I made a couple of these pockets and I make one other thing here in a few minutes, I thought that those items would be nice to have made beforehand so then I could just grab them and add them onto my spreads. With that said though, I might, make more pockets throughout the month. I have no clue where December is going to lead me, so we'll just see. But for now, I made 2 of these pockets and we are going to use one of them today for my reason why. So then you can see that I just kind of roughly cut another couple strips here out of a different coordinating pattern paper. Made sure that they fit nicely in the pocket, and then I just created them, like I made them into little tags. So now I'm going to use some ribbon. This ribbon I love. I'm a sucker for pink and red combo, and I love having pink in my Christmas. I love pink. So I found this ribbon just with the like wrapping ribbons in the Christmas section of Target. So I had to grab it. So I was super happy with this one. So I couldn't wait to use it. So there I just punched my hole. I folded the ribbon to get it in there because it is kind of thick, and I am just adding my ribbon on to my tag. Then I'm going to go dive into my Christmas ribbon box, and I do find like a green ribbon that's just from some other year, and I'm gonna use that for the other tag. So we'll do that as we go. But I love the way that these turned out. I think they're really cute and they're gonna super come in handy. And I love that like they're really simple to make, and I feel like I can make these in all kinds of sizes, and you could really tell a lot of really fun stories throughout the month. So that makes me excited. So here I'm just using the leftover little piece from the previous tag for a template there, and then I'm cutting it down, and I'm just going to do the same thing. Also, I learned this tip in the community somewhere years ago, but I just cut one little side of my tag there, and then I use that same little cutoff piece as a template for the other side, as you can see. So then you have both sides of your tag even, because if you're anything like me, you could just be cutting for days and your tag keeps getting smaller and smaller because you can never get those sides even. So that's a really easy way to help with that. So here's where I grabbed out that green ribbon. It does kind of have some sort of like something in there, like a stiffness to it, but it still ended up working out just fine. So I'm cutting it down, adding my staple, and then we have both of these tags completed. I love the way that they look. So the next thing that I am going to be working on, if I do move on, I'm hoping that I do to the next thing, but I think I do cut down. Okay, maybe I just round the corners, and I think I do cut down those ribbons just a little bit as we go. So we'll see if I do that, but yeah, I love the way those turned out. So as we're moving on to the next thing, this was another idea that I had from the Allie Edwards community. So I don't know really what they're called, but I've seen them a lot in people's videos, and I just thought that they were so cute. So she had like a little pattern paper. It might have been thicker than your standard pattern paper, but I'm just using what I have. So here I'm tearing out a couple of these double-sided papers from a scrapbook.com Christmas little paper pad, which I thought was really cute. And I'm going to cut these strips into squares. I am using my 2x2 punch here just to get a perfect 2x2 square that I can use as a template. So here I'm going to cut these down, and I'm going to create these little like window pieces where whenever I find the story that I want to use it for, I can add like journaling or a photo behind these little windows. And if you're familiar with some of Allie's products, you might have seen these. You might be able to tell what I was trying to go for here. But what I do is I'm taking my bigger square. So I'm going to take one of those pieces that I cut down. Then I'm going to take my little 2x2 template there. As you can see, I'm adding that on top, and I'm going to add a little piece of washi tape just over here to the left side because I want to use my X-Acto knife. I did change out X-Acto knives. If you notice, the first one was black, this one's silver. But I want to just cut around 3 sides of that square so that it will open like a little window. So then I'll remove the washi tape, and then you'll see that it's going to open right up. I use double-sided paper, so it's cute on both sides. And then I'm just going to use my bone folder, and I'm going to fold it and kind of get a nice fold on there so that it can open nicely. So this is just a couple easy things that you could make if you missed out on something like this from Allie's collections, or if you love the ideas that she brings, but if maybe the collections aren't really your taste. So that's where I fall. I absolutely adore Allie and just her scrapbook genius. But as far as the products, I'm just more of a whimsical, bright colored, pink, yellow. Like I'm one of those girlies. So sometimes the products don't really work for me and what I want to create for my Christmas. So I thought, well, I could make some of these things myself, or at least some sort of version of them. So I think that those are going to work out super well for a story in the future this month. So I didn't make any foundation pages, but I did make a couple things that I'll be able to use as the month goes on, which I'm really happy about. So now we are going to very quickly work on my reason why page. This comes together very, very easily. I've got to say, with working in the 10x8 the last couple of years, the 6x8 I think is going to be simple for me to like create these pages because they're just so much smaller. So, the real estate gets filled up really quickly. So the first thing that I did was I printed off, I think that my photo is like roughly a 3x8. It might be slightly bigger than that, but roughly a 3x8. And that is a picture that I took of our Christmas tree. And I tried to get the bokeh look, which I did by using an app. I can't remember exactly what the app was called right now, but if you want to know, just leave that in the comments and I'll let you know. But so it just kind of created that blurry bokeh effect. Then I took a piece of pattern paper and I just roughly cut that out the same size as the photo, but a little bit bigger so that I could adhere it down. So I adhered the side of that photo to my paper. So now I have one big 6x8. Then I did sew around the outside of my little tag, my little pocket, which I was really happy with. And I am adding my journaling. So I'm going to add my reason why here to my tag. So as I am kind of fiddling with this, I'll go ahead and read you my reason why. So I said, December, my most anticipated month of the entire year. You are back and I am so ready to take in every minute. This year, I want to create little moments of coziness wherever I can. I want to focus on homemade, simple joys, really trying to step back and fully take in all of the moments throughout this glorious month, from our big trip right at the beginning to all of the magically mundane days in between. I want to notice it all, every twinkle light, every cup of hot chocolate, every special, unique holiday moment. Savor it. You tend to really fly by sweet December, but I patiently wait for you all year, and this time I'm going to be ready. Bring on the magic. So just a few words there to get my book going, which I'm excited about. So I just printed off my journaling and I am using the brand Avery for my sticker paper. And I have to say, oh my gosh, this sticker paper is light years better than the random paper that I use for October Daily. I noticed that throughout October Daily, the black ink, after I printed on the sticker paper, it would start to come off. So I really hope that it holds up in my October Daily. I mean, it's not going to be open that much and messed with that much. So hopefully it will be fine. But here, this Avery paper, it is perfect. I mean, I was able to kind of smush it down there with my bone folder and it didn't smear at all. So it's really nice sticker paper. So here I'm just going to adhere this pocket down to my page, and just to make sure that it stays on, I am using red line tape. So I'm going to get all of those pieces off here, and then I'm going to adhere it over to the pattern paper side of my page. I love the way that this is looking. So now I just need to add a few embellishments and things like that. So I was taking a look through all of my embellishments here, and what I decided to go with were these Pink Fresh Holiday Magic frames. So I grabbed the circular one that says Christmas is my favorite, and I really wanted to add a little bit of like twine. So I'm going to add that around this embellishment. Although I ended up not loving the way that this particularly looked. I liked the red, but I doubled it, and I think just having so much of the twine kind of annoyed me. So at the end, I'm actually going to change it. And at the last minute, I changed it to a gold and white ribbon, and I only use like one piece of it. And so it's just a little more subtle, and I ended up liking that more. But that's just another idea to wrap the twine there around an embellishment so you can get that extra texture. And then I added another little embellishment there from the sheet into the middle. So I do like the way it looks, but I am just going to change it up just a bit. And then I did grab a silver, gold, and I think white pack of Dymo label tape from Amazon because I wanted to be ready for the holidays. I love the way that the Dymo label maker looks to create like your own special titles and whatnot. And I love the gold around the holidays. So here I just spelt out December Daily 2024. And so I'm going to add that on. But before I do, I wanted to punch my holes in my page here. So I am using one of my October Daily pages there just to make sure my holes were in the right spot. So I punched those out, and then I'm going to add on the label tape. I do notice that sometimes it doesn't stay on super well. So I just add a little bit of red line tape to the back of all of them, and then I'm going to add them on top of the Christmas tree photo there on the left side. Just a really simple title. Then I'm going to change out that twine, as I mentioned before, and then we're going to be done. So I'm just so thrilled to have my reason why completed, because it really feels like like it's beginning, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, y'all. And I am so ready for it. Definitely my favorite time of year in general. And creating December daily pages, watching everyone else's videos and seeing everyone's post and just being filled with so much Christmas joy in the crafty community is one of my all-time favorite things. So I'll definitely be sharing all of my pages over here with you guys throughout the month. So make sure to check back. I plan on sharing all of my process videos and of course a flip through at the end of the month as well. So it's just super fun and I can't wait for all of the holiday magic that is ahead of us. So here's where I'm going to change out that twine and then I'll give you a up close look at my little spread here and then we will be done. So super simple, but I really like the way that it is starting out and I can't wait to add more to my book. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this process video. If you did, please give me a like and please also consider subscribing. And of course, I'll be back throughout the month with a lot more. So you guys have a wonderful day and I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.